Alright, we are playing Blueprints. I currently only have my Banner of the King, and so I'm going to put that to black so that I can get the Treasure Trove. And once I get the Treasure Trove, I'll pick up my Scepter. When I pick up my Scepter, I'm going to make it to yellow so that I can get the Laundry Room. I want to get the Laundry Room so I can convert all of my coins into gems. Once I convert all my coins into gems, I want to go into the freezer. I want to then be able to use the freezer and go into the following day with a boatload of gems. This is great. I got the Draxus of the Dead constellation, which gives me more dead ends, which laundry is a dead end that I want. In addition to laundry being a dead end that I want, I also have the ability to get the study, which is a dead end that I want. Treasure Trove isn't a dead end, but my Banner of the King should overtake that. Ooh, gem here. I'm not really going for any names or not named houses in this one. I'm just trying to boost my gems, get the rooms that I want to, and then call it a day. Getting the study was pretty good because now what that does is it allows me to redraw using gems. I only have 4 gems at this point, so I got to be real careful. Well, that was until now. Now I have 129 gems. And so now all I need to do is get the freezer, and I'll be all squared away with my goal for this run. Oh no, I need the Treasure Trove too. Observatory is a great room because it'll give me another star. Ooh, there's something in here. Is there a key? There is a key. Only a couple constellations there, but they were the big ones. 50% off in the sale. That's pretty great. The Cloister is one of the black rooms that I have, and so get that out of my black pool. Was hoping for gems in there. Did not get it, but it's okay. Come on, Treasure Trove. Come on, Treasure Trove. Treasure Trove costs a gem, so I can't do it. Game heard me talking about needing the freezer and was like, oh, you want the freezer? Here's the freezer. There's my Treasure Trove. So now I need to mark this to, I'm going to mark it to yellow. And then I'm going to call it a day in the yellow room. Here's another yellow room. I can call it in if I want. The other thing I'm going to do is I'm going to try to draft a bunch of tomorrow room. Nope. Here we go. Ending it here. And now going to start my run tomorrow with 121 gems and 163 coin. So that's perfect. Now the only room that I need to draft is the study. And once I draft the study, I have so many gems, I'll be squared away. So now we'll go in and start the next day. We are starting Blueprints day 341. Goal here is to get a perfect run. Going to set my Banner of the King to blue. So now I'm likely to get blue and yellow rooms. I can get 2 yellow rooms. That's what I'm allowed to get. And so what I'm going for is the showroom and maybe the kitchen. The other thing that I'm trying to do is I'm trying to avoid all named houses. And so the way that you avoid all named houses is you cannot have any room combinations that will net you a specific name. So one of the ones that I need to be aware of is the puzzle rooms. I cannot have more than 2. Gems are in the blue box. The gems are in the only true box. Only one statement is true. I just messed that one up. I don't know what it was. Oh well, not gonna fret on it. Workshop, that's our first cog room. Can't have too many of those. Got a battery pack, so that's sweet. Can't also have too many dead ends. Have to have under 11. Some good constellations in the sky tonight. Den is good here. Pantry is great here. Pantry really only goes to one name, and that's like the banquet hall. Hey, there's my study that I need. A little worried about placement here and getting my full house, but with 122 gems, should have no problem at all. Only concern at this point is keys. Need to have regular keys and a key card in order to be successful. Need to get a sledgehammer. I'm going attic here because I still have the left. And so what I'm going to try to do here is go bam, 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 bam. I did attic because I thought I might get a sledge in here. Got a shovel, 2, 3. I count how many items there are to make sure I don't miss any. 4. 5. 6 is the treasure map. Got a shovel already. 7 is this key, and 8 is this chest that had 3 gems in it. Great pull from the attic here, because there's also 2 chests out here. Key card? Key card? Hey! Key card! So showroom is one of the rooms that I can do that's yellow. Hoping to get the master key. The ornate compass, that's even better. Emerald bracelet guarantees my gem situation, and the silver spoon makes it so that I have double all of the steps whenever I eat food. Now that's a good item. Salt shaker? Psh, not great. Conservatory is a drafting room and a green room. I don't like that. Music room is great. I just have to avoid the ballroom and conservatory. I'm going to use the secret garden as one of my 2 green rooms because it's a great door. Dining room is great. I'm doing my pew, 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 just like I wanted. Going in here, hopefully getting an up door. I said hopefully getting an up door. I don't want to do Nook, it's a drafting room. I don't want to do laboratory, it's a cog room. I'm going to do trophy room, but it means I cannot do the kennel. Cannot do the kennel. Need to remember. No doggies. I can do drafting rooms, I just didn't want to burn a drafting room there. So this will be my 2nd drafting room. I can have up to 4. I'm just going to rotate it to go the way that I want. Pew, pew, pew. well on our way to our pew pew pew. This can be a dead end, but I'd like an up and downer. Alright, that's my second puzzle room, so no more puzzle rooms. If I do the gallery, I cannot do room 8, and I cannot do the billiards room. And so to save myself from the possibility of going to room 8, I'm not even going to get the room 8 key. Let's see what we can get. If we can get it up and down, let's do it. I'm not getting an up and down. I'm going to take garage, take the keys, go back into drawing room. I get a free redraw out of there. Not that I really need it. With my 130 gems. Normally this is a dead end spot, but I want a cheap room that is not a dead end. And I have all these gems to try to accomplish that. I definitely don't want all these cog rooms. Definitely don't want the kennel. Don't want those. Rotunda. Burn it. Gonna redraw here. Have to get something going up. Drafting, that'll be my 1, 2, 3. So no more drafting rooms. So no library. No tunnel. No more drafting rooms. Got it. Easy peasy. I want a 3-door room here. Got the gems to do the redraws, so let's do it. I think I actually want Rumpus first. Aquarium is a no-go, always. Can't do the pool. Cog rooms, I have 1. So this is number 2. Can't do the pool. Definitely not going to do archives. Passageway it is. I'm going to do something here that is cool about the game, and something that once you have great, feel for the game, you'll be able to accomplish this, and you'll know that. So I was in there, and I had this feeling that what's going to happen is I'm going to get the power and the rooms that normally have power going through that boiler room. Even though I didn't turn the power on, the game likes to still do that to you. It'll give you rooms that the power will go through. And rooms that the power will go through, but not really do anything on, are the passageway, the weight room, and the archives. It'll also go through the dark room. What I wanted was to get the shelter. I had plenty of redraws, and so I knew that even if it didn't give it to me on my first attempt, it would give it to me on my second with a redraw. What I wanted to have the shelter for is I want to use it on 2 red rooms. The 2 red rooms I want to use it on are the archives and the weight room. I'm going to do that right here out of the passageway. I'm going to turn the power on, and when you turn the power on, it makes it much more likely to have rooms with power getting drafted. Forgot about this chest here, so we're going to get me a silver key and get me a gem in the process. Honestly, I didn't forget that. I went the wrong way. And when I saw it there, I was like, oh, I forgot about that. Nah, man, I didn't forget. I had no clue it was there. I'm looking at my inventory there and seeing, do I want to build something? I drafted a workshop. Do I want to build? I realize I went the complete wrong way. There's nothing up there. It's dead-ended. And so I need to go this way. So I just wasted like 8 steps. Not the end of the world. I have a dining room. I have a silver spoon. So if and when I'm ready, I will eat some food. I'm going to need to eat food. I've burned way too many steps in this run already to get a perfect run. So now I'm going to turn on the power. Before I turn on the power, I'm going to do this room. Make it my secret garden so that it guarantees a door going this way and this way. So this is perfect. Also, with the secret garden, I am going to pull the lever on both sides. Reason for this is because I'm going to go into one side and probably draft out of the other. In order to get your perfect, sometimes you got to be creative and you got to know how to draft out of multiple different doors. Even if those doors don't appear to be one that they can readily be drafted out of, you still can do it if you know the game well enough. So the way that we were able to... I pushed it one too many times. Now I got to do it 3 more. One more time here. Now we can move on to the other lever. Wheel, lever, whatever you want to call it. Now we can open the left side of the antechamber, so we can get in either side now. One of the other cool things about this is because of that constellation I had, there was a gem in here. Again, normally this would be a dead end spot for me, but because I'm trying not to draft all these dead ends... Do I have the music hall? I do. I cannot do that one. Let me count my dead ends. 1, 2, so this would be 3. I'm going to do 3, get a couple of keys out of it. Oh, and here's the treasure. Totally forgot about that. I'm not really hoping for anything. I have tons of gems. I have tons of not keys. I have tons of coins. I have a handful of keys. And so what are we going to get? It always takes so long to dig up the treasure. 8 gems. Here we go. That's 8 more redraws. Gonna pick up a 9th one here. And now we're gonna draft up. Up the hill. Going north. Okay. 1, 2. So this would be 3. Yeah, I can do 3. Classroom is drafting. Can't do classroom. Can't do chamber of mirrors. Shoes are good. I'm a little worried on steps, so shoes are good. 1 stinking coin on the ground. Alright, what's my green situation? I kind of wanted to save it for courtyard. No ballroom permitted. No kennel permitted. Definitely no aquarium permitted. not going to do that dead end constellation. I am going to do the 4-door constellation, and I'm about to go draft 2 of those right now. I need to first draft my last 2 rooms over here, and then I'll go up there. Classroom, don't tempt me. Don't tempt me. Passageway is always great because it's 4 doors and it doesn't cost anything for me. And it doesn't go towards any named houses or named thingies. Yeah, named houses. That was right. I can do dark room. It's one of my red rooms. It's one of the... How many reds can I have? Can I have 3? Alright, pulling up my list. Getting the name red takes 6. Crimson is 9 or more. Just checking my list. Man, so it looks like I can have 5. So I'm definitely going to do that. Dark room here. I'm sheltered from it. And so I can draft whatever I want out of there. I'm going to actually go back down and see if I can't connect these. Just for funsies. I just want to see for funsies if I can connect them. And so the way to do that is I'm going to go back into the boiler room. I'm going to turn on the power. I said I'm going to turn on the power. Make it go out the door there. So now you can see the power going into the passageway here, and it takes it from here and it goes out all 4 doors. Well, all 3 new doors. So in this spot here, I'm saying weight room or archives. There it is. Weight room. I'm sheltered from it, so I won't lose half of my steps. You know what? From here, I'm going to do the laundry. Called it. That is my second yellow room. And so I was worried about steps a minute ago. And so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to convert all of my steps with my gems. And so that might seem like a terrible idea because I have the study and I need to draft using gems, but I needed steps too. Now, because I have 149 coins, I can convert all... Well, first what I'm going to do is I'm going to convert my gems, my 18 gems, into keys. So I have 18 keys now, and I'll be all square on my key situation. Now, I have 144 coin left, and so with that 144 coin, I'm going to convert those coins into gems. So now I have 100 plus steps, 100 plus gems, 18 keys, only 10 coin, but I'm not drafting any more shop rooms. So I am basically 100% squared away now. Pulling this antechamber door, so now I can get in this way, I can get in this way, or I can get in this way. This is the other spot I wanted, the 4-door room of archives. I mean, I kind of wanted it next door. And so I'm going to go next door and try to get it over here. There we go. Now, I don't know if I can actually connect those. How many cog rooms do I have? 1, 2. I could do it with lab here. Yeah. Watch it. Give me laboratory. Furnace. Yeah, no. Ah, laboratory goes the wrong way. Laboratory again, going the wrong way. Thank you, game. Finally gave it to me going the right way. So why I wanted to do that was, again, for fun. And to power up as many rooms as I could. I always think it's fun to do that. So we had the power coming from here. And now it comes into the archives. Goes from the archives into the laboratory. From the laboratory, it goes into the dark room here. From the dark room, it goes into... We could put the furnace here. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's my 4th red room. I'm not going to do it. I am going to do the treasure trove, though. Orange. Orange is what we're going to do. Orange doors are safe doors. And what we're going for is the perfect. And not too many dead ends. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 dead ends. Okay, so looking good on dead ends still. Just gonna follow the power now. Gonna have 1, 2 other rooms to draft where we might be able to do power, but the only room left to do power to is the furnace, and we're not doing that. It's gonna just keep giving me furnace over and over and over. I'm saying fine, I'm doing a dead end because I have to do some dead ends. Can't get away with no dead ends. Is this a silver key spot? Yeah, I think it is. Give me East Wing Hall. I said give me East Wing Hall. So I wanted to do courtyard on this end as my second green room. And so that's what I'm going to do. This room can be anything really. Not a yellow room. Not a pool. Not a drafting room. So when I said it can be anything, that was wrong. Orange is perfect. I'm going to do... Oh, fuck you! No! I accidentally clicked green. And so I cannot draft that because that'll be my 3rd green room. So what I need to do is I need to go up into the vestibule. Alright, this has to be a forward-facing room. In order to get my perfect, I have got to get a forward room here. I don't know if I have any forward rooms left. 1, 2, 3. Dang it. Hey, it finally gave it to me. All right. That was a closey-wosey. I want East Wing Hall and the one above here. Can't do the pool hall there. I don't have the mail room, right? No mail room. All right, into the weight room, into the vestibule. Into the foundation, and got our last two in the foundation, last 3 spots here. Perfect. I wanted East Wing Hall. Let me count my dead ends. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7. Perfect. First bedroom. Give me a little, hey, you want corporate? You want that? I'm looking for another bedroom is what I'm looking for. And so now the last thing that I'm going to do is I want to get the blue crown. I think that it is not a win of a round if you don't get the blue crown. Like, it's always my goal to draft all 45 slots, but in addition to drafting all 45 slots, the game says the goal is to get to room 46. And so the way to get to room 46 is through the antechamber. You have to pull an antechamber lever to open up room 46. I have gone down into the underground in order to... Whoops. Wrong way. So this run was only available because of my preparation the days before. So the freezer will only spawn once every like 3 days, and then once you use it, it is frozen for 3 days, meaning it won't show up in your draft pool for 3 days after you've used it. And so I had multiple runs where I didn't use it. I saw it popping up in my pool, and so I knew that it's available now. And so yesterday, I had a goal to draft the laundry room, convert all of my gems from my coins so that I had a boatload of them, to then start up this run with a ton of gems and try to get the study early. I got the study relatively early. It was my 1, 2, 3, 4, 5th room. So just after a couple of drafts, I was able to get exactly what I wanted. And then once I had the study and all of my gems, it just was knowing which rooms to draft and knowing which rooms not to draft, utilizing all of the gems that you have. And so far, I believe what'll happen is I will not have any named combination, and my house will be called the Perfect something. Perfect Chateau, Perfect Mansion, Perfect... I don't know, Perfect something. Alright, Vestibule. Over into Archives. Archives to Lab. Lab to Passageway. Passageway to dark room. Dark room to room 46, baby. Crown of the blueprints. I am going to go back to a yellow room now to call it a day in the yellow room. Oh, I never picked up what was in here. Ooh, a lockpick set. That's cool. This was the wrong way, but it's okay. It's not okay. That boiler room door is not open, so I just gotta follow the power now. Yeah, rumpus room. Nope, I needed boiler room and then passageway to laundry room. What? Oh, vestibule weight room. I'm now going to call it a day here in the laundry. And see what our name is. Hopefully it's the perfect and nothing else. Just perfect. Mission accomplished. No other room combinations that cause a name. That is the perfect run. Did not have too many green rooms, did not have too many yellow rooms, knew all of the combinations that would get you a named house and successfully avoided them for the perfect chateau. Hell yeah.